Hello and welcome to today's video. I hope you had a lovely weekend. We're talking about negative feedback and what you should do when you get some. I know this is one of the biggest fears of most small business owners, putting their stuff out there, because no one likes to see their business or their brand in the wrong limelight or seen as negatively. Now, I actually wrote a blog post on this, which I will link in the comments. I do recommend checking it out because it's tied to a case study, and I think the case study is so extreme, it shows you very clearly why I give the advice I give. Now, the thing is that when you get negative feedback, it's very tempting to delete it. You don't want that on the interweb. You don't want your business seen as negative on the internet where other people can see it, and so you want to delete it, right? But this is actually the worst thing that you can do, and I'll tell you why. Well, first off, let me say this. There's a very big difference between negative feedback and spam trolls, right? Sometimes people get mixed up. You know, when Jay Bear brought his book out, Hug Your Haters, many people said, I'm not going to hug my haters, blah, 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 blah. You get trolls that are trolls. They have nothing to offer. They're looking for attention, and you absolutely should ignore them. Should you block and delete them if you want or if you don't want? It doesn't really make a difference. Obviously, if they're doing something that your other customers can see, maybe like curse words or whatever, of course you want to delete and remove it. Of course you do, because it's your job to maintain the quality of your audience, and it's on you to remove that from your community. They don't want to see that. That is very different from negative feedback from customers or potential customers. I think it's important to make that distinction. When Jay Bear talks about hugging your haters, he is referring to this group of people. And the reason he is saying that is the exact same reason you should not delete it. If somebody takes the time to say that, you're doing something wrong, you gotta listen to that. That's your customers, the people that keep you in business. And in order to be the best at what you do and dominate your marketplace, you need to look after your customers. So what they have to say, of all the people that you listen to when it comes to business, they are the most important people. And if they actually take time out of their day to say, you've not done this right, it shows they care enough to do that. And you need to appreciate that and realize that they are giving you a golden ticket, because all the guesswork in the market research, you can guess what customers don't like or what they want or what they need from you. But if you've got someone telling you exactly that, you need to appreciate them. They've just saved you a ton of time. You can fix the issue, and you can fix it for all your other future potential customers, and save that whole customer experience. You can use it to improve that customer experience. So it's really important. Not only that, but it's important to care about your customers. When you delete a comment, that is not transparent. We talk about it all the time, how this whole thing is about building relationships and building trust. And that comes from being real and honest and genuine. If you go and delete a comment, whether it's right or whether it's not, guess what happens? It makes you look like you have something to hide, right? It makes you look like you don't really care and you're not really trustworthy. Whereas if you keep the comment and you publicly show your efforts to making this situation better, trying to resolve and exceed their customer expectations, everybody gets to see that. Now, if they continue to be a not very nice person, guess what? That's not a reflection on you, that's a reflection on them. People are not stupid, they will see that. But they will also see the effort that you have gone to make that right. And believe it or not, that is going to build more trust. Negative feedback can be a really good thing, both from like the whole interweb seeing it and how you react to it, but also on that individual level. Because if you take the time to genuinely care and make that right, guess what? you could potentially turn somebody who is mad and angry and doesn't want to invest a single penny with your brand into becoming one of your biggest brand advocates. Why? Because you cared and you tried to make the situation right, and you showed that they are valuable to you and you care about what they have to say and you care about providing the best customer experience possible. So negative feedback can actually be a wonderful thing for your brand. I'm not saying to go out and encourage you to get some. We don't want to do that. We want to make sure we're providing the best customer experience possible. What I'm saying is that when you get it, it's not necessarily the worst thing. A lot of good can come of it and how you react to that situation. But as with everything, it comes down to building relationships, being genuine and transparent. I don't want to say authentic because I feel like people try to be this word called authentic, and I feel like if you're trying to be authentic, then you're not being authentic. You shouldn't have to try to be yourself. But you should try to provide the best customer experience possible. So as I said, I wrote a blog post on this. I don't want to emphasize it too much. One, because I'm a little bit rambling, I'm not feeling so great, so a little bit rambly today, my bad. And the blog post explains it really well. So if you have any follow-up questions or you have a question for Q&A a day, please do let me know in the comments. I would really, really love to hear from you. Like I didn't realize like how much it means to me when I can answer a question that one of you guys have asked. It just, I don't know, it just means a lot. So thank you very much for being here and for watching. I love you so much. Never forget that you have the power to change the world one connection and one conversation at a time. Much love from my heart to yours. And hopefully we'll speak soon.